There, I'm Alyssa, an adult services librarian at the Elmhurst Public Library. Today, we're going to go over a couple of databases, consumer reports and consumers checkbook that help you make smart buying decisions, especially when you can't see or test a product or service in person. These databases and many others are available to you with your Elmhurst Public Library card. To access them, we'll start by going to our website, elmhurstpubliclibrary.org. Hover over the menu that says e-library and go ahead and click on the link on the left that says consumer information. This will take you to all of the library's consumer-focused databases. Alternatively, to skip the step of going to our website first and to get straight to a list of our consumer databases, you can go to the address bar in your browser and type in the shortcut elmlib.org/consumer and hit enter, and it'll take you straight to this same page. To get to our first database, scroll down the list to the link for Consumer Reports and click on it. You should be taken to a screen asking for your card number and last name. Go ahead and type those in and you'll be in the database. The Consumer Reports database includes all the content you know from their popular magazine, but in a format that's easier to reference because you don't have to know which magazine issue reviews a particular category of product. My favorite feature is their All Products A to Z buying guide, which you can find here next to the search bar. This is the first place to go if you're looking to make a major or minor purchase to see their entire buying guide for every category of product. This can be especially helpful if you're buying a type of product for the first time. For example, I recently purchased an air purifier to deal with some seasonal allergies I was having. I didn't even know what brands made air purifiers, let alone which ones are worth buying. Let's click on a category of product. You can find guides for everything from expected things like, cars and washing machines to things you wouldn't expect a guide for, like yogurt and salad dressing. Let's go ahead and pick something that most people own. Let's pick microwave ovens. You'll see that on the microwave ovens page, you'll get to a page with 4 sections. So there's overview, ratings, recommended, and buying guide. The first tab, overview, gives a summary of everything Consumer Reports has on microwaves. You can see that they split it into categories, countertop microwaves and over the range microwaves. Similarly, for other types of product, they split it into categories if categories are relevant to that kind of item. Ratings, the second tab, which is the meat of what Consumer Reports does, gives you ratings on many makes and models and types and includes in-depth write-ups and customer reviews of the products. So you can see here ratings on some different products, including prices, and the shop link will take you to places you can buy it. It also gives you the ratings on various metrics, in this case, heat evenness, predicted reliability, defrosting, etc. The ratings tab is a good place to go if you're willing to do a deep dive to make sure you're really buying the best product. So taking the time to study this page might be more worth it on high ticket purchases than on, say, yogurt purchases. The next tab is recommended, which cuts through all the ratings and puts forth the products that Consumer Reports has discerned are the absolute best. So you can see that they're the ones that get particularly high ratings. They're not always the most expensive product, so it's definitely worth checking which ones that Consumer Reports thinks are the best. If you just want to buy a reliable product without doing a lot of research, this is a good way to skip past all the analysis paralysis of the many options on the ratings page. The last tab, the buying guide, is paradoxically a very good place to start, especially if you're buying a type of product that's new to you. It will tell you what ballpark prices to expect, what criteria Consumer Reports is grading on, what features to look for, and what brands are typically a good buy. So you'll see it shows you what to consider for microwaves, such as, budget, space and location, different types, as well as features that you might want to focus on, like, does it have a turntable or a tray? Does it have different settings, etc.? And then some brands that typically make good microwaves. Another nice feature of Consumer Reports is tucked away at the very bottom of the page. You can look at an archive of articles from Consumer Reports magazine issues, including the newest issue here, as well as an index that will tell you which magazine issue reviewed a certain type of product and on what page. So if we go to the 5-year index, you can see that it shows a bunch of different categories of products, A to Z. And for instance, blenders, you can see that there were ratings of blenders in the August 2019 issue on page 19. This is useful in conjunction with the magazine to quickly zero in on the issue you need if you prefer the actual magazine to the All Products A to Z interface. If you explore the site further, you'll also find many useful articles, such as the ones on the front page of the site about different video conferencing platforms and how libraries and schools are bridging the digital divide. Consumer Reports, for me at least, is like getting expert, thorough, tested advice from a knowledgeable friend or family member. Consumer Reports primarily rates goods, not services. For getting rates on services, we'll turn to the other database we're covering today, Consumers Checkbook, by going back to the ownlib.org/consumers page and scroll down. Under Consumer Checkbook, the Access Remotely option. Because we already typed in our card and last name earlier, this database will only make us type in the card number again. So I'll go ahead and type that in. Consumers Checkbook is specific to the Chicagoland area, so all recommendations made will be for local businesses. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page here, you can see that they also publish in the Boston area, Delaware Valley area, Twin Cities area, and a few other areas. Similar to Consumer Reports, the front page has various articles about current topics of interest to consumers and general information on making good buying decisions. The main content of the database lies in its reviews of different service providers, such as auto repair shops, house cleaners, electricians, plumbers, and more. These are generally small businesses that can be difficult to find good information on. They source their reviews from Consumers Checkbook customers. Their staff work to find out whether a vendor's prices are low, high, or in line with local prices. Let's look at an example. Let's click on Services We Rate, and you can see here some of the services they rate, and we'll click on Auto Repair Shops. Click on the Ratings link, and you can put in your zip code to find places near you. We'll enter within 5 miles of 60126 so that we get local Elmhurst businesses. You will get a list of auto repair shops with ratings on the quality and price comparisons, and comments by customers. The database is great to use in conjunction with a website like Yelp because Chicago Consumers Checkbook rates on more objective criteria, whereas Yelp tends to have more reviews because it's a free service. If you click on one of the shops, you can see it gives you the location and contact information, ratings on various metrics, and you can see here what the metrics are, whether the business has had any complaints from the Better Business Bureau or the Attorney General's office, what makes and models the shop services, and then finally you can see the consumer comments. This service can be especially good if you've just moved to a new area and haven't found your go-to businesses yet. And that's all I've got on Consumers Checkbook. I definitely recommend taking a chance to check out this and Consumer Reports if you're looking to make any decisions on purchasing goods or services. If you need any help with or have questions about these databases or any others, please feel free to call, text, chat, video chat, or email us with the library, and we'd be thrilled to help. That's all, and thanks for watching.